What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Frank Warren Tyson, the Gypsy King Fury, and Dillian, the body snatcher Whyte. Get this. Frank Warren states that Tyson Fury will do a job on Dillian Whyte. You know, Frank Warren, the co-promoter of Tyson Fury, expects the man to do a real job on the top challenger and domestic rival Dillian Whyte. Of course, Fury last month knocked out Deontay Wilder in Vegas. Whyte was back in action in March, and when he stopped Alexander Povetkin, and he was scheduled to fight Otto Wallin, as we all know, and we all know what happened or may not have happened. But this is what Frank Warren had to say. He said, "I think he'll do a job on him. I just look at the form line. I look at Dillian Whyte fighting Derek Chisora twice. I think the fight, Chisora nicked it, but the decision was given to Dillian Whyte. The second fight, Derek was winning the fight till Dillian pulled it out the bag and done what he had to do, which was a good finish, and he did that. Then I looked at what Tyson did to Derek Chisora. I mean, that was a better Derek Chisora. That was a younger Derek Chisora. For me, Derek didn't win a second of any round. Going into that fight, I fancied Derek would give him a real problem, and I fancied Derek may beat him, but Tyson done an absolute job on him." Let me counterpunch. What Frank Warren is saying, people, is, hey, if Tyson Fury can do that to Derek Chisora, and Derek Chisora beat him once in his eyes, and then he barely beat Derek Chisora by a knockout, right? That's barely, right? So he did what he had to do. Surely Tyson Fury now will take out Dillian Whyte. Well, do I think that's true? No. Do I think that was a better version of Derek Chisora? A younger one. But younger doesn't always mean better, people. Derek Chisora, if you guys can remember, Derek Chisora was kind of he was a plotting fighter. He liked to, he was a brawler. He really wasn't a good boxer, but he was burly. And me saying burly, that's being nice. I remember Derek Chisora with that mohawk or that frohawk or whatever he had. And he had something like titties as a physique. He didn't start really training massively until later on. I never seen muscles in Derek Chisora's back like I seen him fight when he was fighting Dillian Whyte. Okay, now the first fight with him and Dillian was a close fight. Okay, it was. Because those guys went toe for toe and blow for blow. Tyson Fury is not indestructible. He is not. And then based on the type of style that he was fighting, that doesn't stop him from, it doesn't mean that he has a different chin because he has a different style. Okay, so we have to look at that. Dillian Whyte can still hurt Tyson Fury, if not knock him out. But basing that on that, it's more of a debate that what Frank Warren is talking about versus other people talking about how Joshua fought Usyk and then comparing Wilder or Tyson Fury to that performance, how he fought Usyk or vice versa. That's stupid. So at least we have a common opponent because they both, Dillian Whyte and Tyson Fury, has both fought Derek Chisora. Okay, and Derek Chisora was younger when Tyson Fury fought him. But then it was a different Derek Chisora on top of being a different Tyson Fury. Okay, the Tyson Fury back then, box, did like an Ali on him. That's easy to do against Derek Chisora. Versus Derek Chisora and Dillian Whyte, these guys had major anger and animosity towards each other. Think about it. Who's the donkey? Who's the donkey? And threw shit in his face. Water in his face. And they almost, there was a few times these guys, Derek Chisora threw a chair at Dillian Whyte in another press conference. Beyond the gloves, we seen that cup splash in Dillian Whyte's face. Okay, so there was a lot of animosity. So Dillian Whyte fought him like a madman. And they fought each other like two junkyard dogs. Tyson Fury just did his thing and boxed him. Okay, and he had a different style. So yeah, he stayed away from he stayed away from the confrontation. Don't give him that chance. And Tyson Fury was smart enough not to do that. But Dillian Whyte wasn't, because he was already pissed at the guy. Right? So we have to look at all these factors before just saying, well, that guy, Tyson Fury just did that. And he did it easily. And I don't see him winning any round. So he'll do a job. He may do a job on Dillian Whyte. But also, the type style that Tyson Fury has implemented with the crunk style, yes, it would be more exciting, but it's also more dangerous. People have to reconsider and have to understand that. Okay, the crunk style is to be more aggressive. What does that mean? That means you're putting yourself at risk more. You're not dancing and floating like a butterfly, stinging like a dragonfly. You're not doing that. Okay? So that's my counterpunch to Frank Warren. You guys tell me what you think of Frank Warren's statements towards Dillian Whyte and Tyson Fury. Please subscribe, and you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.